A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right side, it's Charles. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got his man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
A handoff for Watson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. Hauls it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
They'll run out of the gun with Watson. All over him immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Takes the handoff. It's Christian. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown, UConn.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on 4th. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. As we get a look at the stats.
7, UCF 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Second and long here. Misfires. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. Gets rid of it. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Farmer. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Finds his target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The run inside. It's Chambers. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCF!
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Gashing the D on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Flip it out to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. The inside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Between the hashes, it's Christian. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man. Just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush three guys and still get to the quarterback. It's not a good sign for this offensive line.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On the return. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Chambers. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Long way to go on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's an example of going to your tight end on third down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
Runs through the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, we saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Wade. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide right, it's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Christian. He got past the first down marker, but he's got to take it to the house. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. On the run, fires downfield. Just had to get rid of him.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Hits inside. It's Chambers. Turning it on.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Back's got it on the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. Pulled to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wide receiver comes in motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Barnett. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Straight ahead, it's Christian. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. On the snap, it's Christian. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. They're all over him. This one's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Quick completion to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking left. Got a man. It's Chambers. Breaks a tackle and he might go. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Right side, it's Charles. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Knights. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the return, it's Lang. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Sets his feet. It's Osborne. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Running inside. It's Christian. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Was to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Look out! And it's a sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under pressure. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Out wide right, it's Wade. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Motion from the wideout. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get the corner. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. To the air, it's Osborne. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
2nd down, going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done.